Regular hydration is one of the most overlooked yet critical habits for mental clarity after 60. Dehydration in seniors is extremely common, especially in the United States, and it often presents with symptoms that mimic dementia, confusion, irritability, fatigue, even hallucinations in extreme cases. The problem is, the aging body loses its ability to signal thirst efficiently. Many older adults simply don't feel thirsty, even when they're dangerously low on fluids. In emergency rooms across the United States, it's not uncommon for an older adult brought in with sudden cognitive decline to return to full awareness within hours of IV hydration. It's that powerful. Drinking 6 to 8 glasses of water per day, incorporating water-rich foods like cucumbers, melons, and soups, and reducing caffeine intake can maintain proper brain function and prevent cognitive dips that get misdiagnosed as something worse. In Canada, some senior care facilities now track hydration levels daily as part of mental wellness protocols. Sunlight exposure plays a profound role in regulating circadian rhythms, improving mood, and stimulating vitamin D production, vital for mental health. Seniors in northern parts of the United States, especially during winter, often suffer from seasonal affective disorder without even knowing it. The result is increased sadness, fatigue, and a sense of emotional numbness that worsens over time. Vitamin D deficiency is also associated with cognitive decline and depression, and supplementation alone is not always enough. Daily exposure to natural light, even just sitting by a sunny window or walking outdoors for 15 minutes, can drastically shift serotonin levels. In the United Kingdom, light therapy is used more proactively in senior mental health care, especially in regions with long winters. Australia's sunlight-rich environment gives it an advantage, but even there, urban living and indoor lifestyles reduce exposure. Making it a daily habit to get real daylight, ideally in the morning, is one of the simplest and most effective mental health strategies available. Limiting daily news and negative media input can dramatically protect the emotional health of seniors. Many older adults in the United States watch hours of cable news each day, often without realizing the emotional toll it takes. Constant exposure to fear-based or conflict-driven content increases stress hormones, triggers anxiety, and creates a distorted view of the world as threatening and unsafe. This has been directly linked to increased anxiety and sleep disturbances in seniors. Encouraging a shift toward uplifting or educational content, time-limited news consumption, and more positive daily media rituals can significantly improve emotional balance. In Australia and the United Kingdom, digital literacy campaigns for seniors now include emotional media awareness, teaching older adults how to manage screen time and choose healthier content. It's not about being uninformed, it's about protecting the brain from chronic stress inputs. Pet ownership or regular interaction with animals can lift mood, decrease anxiety, and even improve cognitive function. In the United States, therapy. Dogs are being introduced into senior centers and VA hospitals with outstanding results. Stroking a dog lowers heart rate, releases oxytocin, and creates a sense of calm and connection. For seniors who can manage it, having a small pet offers daily structure, emotional companionship, and physical activity. In Canada and the United Kingdom, programs that match seniors with low-maintenance pets or offer weekly visits from therapy. Animals have been shown to reduce depression scores dramatically. For those who can't have a pet, even visiting animal sanctuaries, watching calming videos of animals, or spending time with a family member's pet offers neurological benefits. The brain responds to connection, and that includes animals. Managing medications is essential for protecting mental clarity and emotional balance after 60. Many older adults in the United States are on 5, 10, even 15 different prescriptions. This increases the risk of drug interactions, side effects like confusion, and polypharmacy, a silent epidemic. Certain common medications used in seniors, such as benzodiazepines, antihistamines, and some blood pressure drugs, can cause or worsen depression and cognitive fog. Yet, they are still widely prescribed. Medication reviews with a pharmacist or geriatric specialist should be done at least once a year. In Canada and Australia, pharmacists are more integrated into routine care, and medication reconciliation is a core part of managing aging patients. If your loved one's mental health seems to have declined, always ask, could it be the medication? Daily acts of self-care and grooming play a bigger role in mental health than many realize. When seniors stop bathing regularly, change their clothes less often, or neglect basic hygiene, it's often not due to laziness. It's a red flag for depression or cognitive decline. Conversely, engaging in grooming rituals like brushing hair, applying lotion, dressing in favorite clothes, or even wearing a bit of perfume or cologne has a deeply affirming psychological effect. It reconnects the person with their identity and boosts self-esteem. In some parts of the United States, senior living communities now incorporate spa-like services into daily routines because they've observed dramatic mood improvements. These aren't luxuries. They are tools for mental health maintenance. Learning to ask for help is a critical daily mindset shift. In the United States, many older adults were raised with the idea that independence is everything. Admitting you need support, especially for mental health, still carries stigma. But this mindset isolates. It makes people suffer in silence. Emotional struggles, grief, anxiety, and fear of the future are normal in this stage of life. But they shouldn't be endured alone. Building the habit of checking in with someone each day, whether it's a family member, neighbor, or support group, prevents emotional buildup that leads to breakdown. In Australia, weekly senior check-in calls funded by public programs have become a vital tool for identifying and addressing mental health issues before they escalate. Asking for help doesn't mean weakness. It means wisdom. It protects the brain, preserves function, and saves lives. Practicing gratitude daily is one of the most neurologically transformative habits, especially in aging brains. Neuroscientists in Canada have studied how regular gratitude journaling increases the thickness of the medial prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for decision-making and emotional regulation. Writing down just 3 things you're thankful for each day, or reflecting on a moment of peace, shifts the brain from a threat response mode into a state of calm. Older adults often carry emotional burdens, grief, regrets, worries, and gratitude provides a way to counterbalance this. In the United Kingdom, support groups focused on gratitude and positive psychology for seniors have seen significant improvements in both emotional and cognitive health. These habits don't erase the challenges of aging, but they equip the brain to handle them with resilience. Engaging in intergenerational relationships brings emotional stimulation and purpose. Seniors in the United States often live apart from younger generations, especially when families are scattered across the country. But research shows that when older adults regularly interact with children or young adults, their brains become more active and their moods improve. Programs that bring seniors into classrooms or connect them with college students have proven to reduce loneliness and even slow cognitive decline. In Canada and Australia, nursing homes that operate side by side with childcare centers are showing remarkable emotional benefits on both sides. When seniors feel like they're contributing, teaching, or sharing wisdom, their sense of identity grows. It becomes easier to look forward to each day. Small sensory pleasures, smelling essential oils, sipping herbal tea, sitting in a favorite chair, or listening to birdsong can regulate the nervous system. The brain thrives on pleasant stimulation. These tiny moments create microdoses of joy and relaxation, and they can be built into daily life easily. Seniors in high-quality care settings in the United Kingdom are often offered personalized sensory environments, aromatherapy, weighted blankets, or soothing music tailored to their preferences. These aren't just comforts, they're scientifically supported interventions for calming the limbic system, which governs emotion. Even a 5-minute tea ritual or a scented candle can shift the brain out of fear and into peace. Practicing daily mindfulness, focusing on the breath, doing body scans, noticing emotions without judgment, teaches the aging brain to regulate stress and remain present. Seniors who learn even simple mindfulness practices often experience less depression, lower anxiety, and even improved memory. In Australia, a growing number of senior centers are offering daily mindfulness or Tai Chi sessions, recognizing their impact not only on mental health but also fall prevention and pain reduction. In the United States, despite the proven effectiveness of mindfulness for seniors, it's still rarely introduced in traditional care settings. Yet, just 10 minutes of focused breathing a day can build emotional stability and even reduce inflammatory markers in the blood. Every habit matters. Every day counts. After 60, the brain can still grow, adapt, and recover when we give it what it needs. Mental health after 60 can be a fragile thing, yet one of the most neglected aspects of aging in the United States. Many seniors don't talk about it. Families miss the signs. And too often, doctors focus solely on physical symptoms, overlooking emotional well-being. In the United Kingdom, Canada, and Australia, the pattern is similar. Though in the United States the problem is magnified by a fractured healthcare system that doesn't consistently include mental health in routine care for older adults. But this matters every single day. Depression, anxiety, memory decline, and emotional isolation are not just part of getting old. They are red flags, and there are specific, powerful daily habits that can significantly support and even improve mental health after age 60. Physical activity isn't just good for your body. It literally transforms your brain. Walking daily, especially in natural sunlight, increases serotonin and endorphin levels. These are natural mood enhancers. In the United States, seniors who walked for at least 30 minutes a day showed a 30% reduction in depression symptoms in a study conducted by the CDC. A gentle walk around the block, a slow-paced morning yoga routine, or light dancing to music from your youth can provide neurological stimulation and promote emotional balance. Seniors in Canada have embraced programs that combine social walking groups with mental health support, leading to improved cognitive scores in just 12 weeks. When movement becomes a daily ritual, the brain becomes more resilient. Inactivity, on the other hand, leads to decreased blood flow in the brain and is directly linked to faster cognitive decline. Sleep quality becomes even more crucial after 60. The architecture of sleep changes with age. Deep sleep becomes harder to maintain, but without it, the brain cannot repair itself properly. Emotional regulation breaks down, memory consolidation weakens, and the risk of depression spikes. In many parts of the United States, older adults struggle with poor sleep due to medications, chronic pain, or untreated sleep apnea. Yet these are often dismissed as just part of aging. But when seniors are guided to optimize their sleep through consistent sleep-wake times, reducing blue light exposure, and avoiding stimulants, mental clarity and mood improve significantly. In the United Kingdom, senior clinics have started incorporating CBTI, cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, with powerful results, avoiding sedatives and addressing root causes. Nutrition affects the brain at every age, but the consequences of poor diet hit harder after 60. A diet high in processed sugar and low in essential fats directly increases the risk of depression and memory decline. The average American diet, full of ultra-processed convenience foods, has done a disservice to the aging brain. Omega-3 fatty acids, found in fatty fish like salmon and sardines, as well as flax seeds and walnuts, are essential for brain health. They protect neural pathways and reduce inflammation, which is a key driver of both depression and Alzheimer's disease. A lack of vitamin B12, which becomes harder to absorb with age, can cause confusion, memory issues, and mood swings that mimic dementia. In Canada and Australia, many seniors receive B12 shots regularly to prevent these symptoms. But this is not yet standard in the United States, despite strong evidence of its importance. Antioxidants from berries, dark chocolate, leafy greens, and colorful vegetables fight oxidative stress in the brain, slowing down mental aging and improving emotional stability. Loneliness is one of the most dangerous health risks facing seniors, especially in the United States, where nuclear family setups and suburban living often isolate older adults. The impact of isolation on mental health is devastating. It's been compared to smoking 15 cigarettes a day in terms of long-term health outcomes. A person can be surrounded by people and still feel utterly alone. That's why daily connection, even short, meaningful interactions, matters. Whether it's a phone call, a conversation with a neighbor, or attending a group activity, the brain needs social interaction to thrive. In the United Kingdom, social prescribing is now part of the national healthcare model, where doctors can prescribe community involvement or group activities to combat loneliness. Canada is piloting similar approaches. These systems recognize what U.S. healthcare often neglects. Emotional connection is medicine. Purpose is one of the most powerful tools for preserving mental health in aging. After retirement, many older adults in the United States report feeling useless or invisible. Without a reason to get up each morning, depression and apathy can set in fast. Whether it's volunteering, caring for grandchildren, gardening, learning a new skill, or sharing life stories with younger generations, purpose keeps the brain alive. When older adults in Australia were enrolled in programs that paired them with younger people to teach skills or share wisdom, participants reported reduced depression, increased confidence, and a stronger sense of identity. These aren't just nice ideas. They're neurological lifelines. A brain without purpose deteriorates faster. Journaling and self-reflection, even for 10 minutes a day, provide clarity and emotional release. It helps identify patterns of negative thinking, acknowledges small joys, and creates a record of purpose. Mental health professionals in Canada often include gratitude journaling and cognitive reframing exercises in senior therapy sessions, with evidence showing improved mood within weeks. It's easy, affordable, and deeply effective. Writing down 3 things that went well each day, or what one is looking forward to tomorrow, can shift the brain out of a negative loop and into a state of anticipation and hope. Routine is safety. For the aging brain, a stable, structured day decreases anxiety, especially for those at risk for early dementia. When each day has an expected rhythm, waking at the same time, eating meals in a quiet environment, walking at a set hour, the brain doesn't need to spend energy making constant decisions. This reduces cognitive load and stabilizes emotional swings. In parts of the United States, especially in assisted living communities that prioritize consistent daily schedules, there's lower reported anxiety among residents. Disruption, unpredictability, and chaotic environments increase cortisol, the stress hormone, and create emotional fatigue. Cognitive engagement cannot be optional. The brain needs challenges, daily ones, to stay sharp. Simple activities like crosswords, Sudoku, learning a new language, even just reading something outside your usual genre, all stimulate different parts of the brain. But the key is consistency. A 20-minute puzzle once a week doesn't help. Doing something mentally active every single day is what rewires the brain for resilience. In the United Kingdom, programs that engage seniors in new learning experiences, even in their 80s, have shown stunning results in terms of improved memory and decreased depression. When older adults are treated like lifelong learners instead of fragile patients, the brain responds with growth. Music therapy is one of the most emotionally healing and neurologically stimulating tools available. Listening to songs from your youth, singing, or playing a simple instrument like a drum or harmonica activates the auditory cortex and emotional centers of the brain simultaneously. It can bring back memories, improve focus, and drastically reduce anxiety and agitation. In dementia wards across the United States, caregivers have witnessed nonverbal patients suddenly sing full songs when music from their past is played. This is not magic. This is brain science. Music connects neural circuits more deeply than spoken language. Even daily listening sessions of 15 minutes can have a powerful calming effect. Laughter and humor physically change brain chemistry. They release dopamine and endorphins, boosting mood and relaxing the body. Seniors in Canada who participated in daily laughter therapy sessions had significant drops in cortisol levels and increased immune function. Watching a funny show, reading a joke book, or sharing stories with a friend isn't trivial. It's a therapeutic act. The problem is, many older adults lose access to humor because of isolation or a lack of mental stimulation. Encouraging daily doses of joy, even in simple forms, provides measurable mental health benefits. It's not childish, it's critical. Spirituality, not necessarily religion, provides grounding and emotional resilience. For many adults over 60 in the United States, spirituality means prayer, meditation, mindfulness, or connecting with nature. These practices calm the nervous system, regulate breathing, and promote feelings of connection and peace. In Australia, elderly care homes often include guided meditation sessions as part of their mental health program. In the US, this is still underutilized, despite a growing body of evidence that regular spiritual practice can reduce anxiety, enhance emotional control, and provide a deep sense of purpose. Meditation apps designed for seniors are becoming more popular and provide a guided path to emotional regulation and clarity.